as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Patterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
Now it's Watson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. On 1st down, Watson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
From the gun on third, Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
But Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. Last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And Brown's got it for a Jets touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point. That will tie the score here in this opening quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Fields now to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fields. Forced out to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Patterson on the carry, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, a run with Breida. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A full 40 yards that time on third down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. Watson on first down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Throwing on second and long. Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. On first down, it's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back to throw. Fields flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On second and goal, Fields. He'll vice. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on second down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Fields on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Maybe a free play for Watson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 3-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They run with Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields flush to his right. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Off play action, Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Looking to throw. Fields. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
From the gun, Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Fields flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Butker's kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. quarterback spot, whirling in for the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Williams brings it in. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 84 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Butker's kick here is good. and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Watson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jets are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
18, Mike, 18. Check back. Watch 18. 18's the Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
You got tight right there. Check it back.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here's Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.